Hi guys, welcome to our VSR EduTech channel. In this channel, you are going to watch essay on the topic of reducing the impact of single-use plastic products through alternative products. So let us study. So first one, introduction. Plastic is everywhere nowadays. People are using it endlessly just for their comfort. However, no one realizes how it is harming our planet. We need to become aware of the consequences so that we can stop plastic pollution. Kids should be taught from their childhood to avoid using plastic. Similarly, adults must check each other on the same. In addition, the government must take strong measures to stop plastic pollution before it gets too late. Millions of tons of single use plastics are produced every year in our country, India, most of which cannot be recycled. Once it is used, it is thrown in the garbage. It is extremely harmful to the life of animals, planets, and humans. That is why it has been continuously banned by the government of India as well. So, second important point, what is single use plastic? What does it mean? In common language, we call single use plastic disposable plastic. All the plastic products which we cannot use again after using them once are called single use plastics. The main basic of such products is petroleum. They are made at very low cost, hence, it has become the most widely used product today. Although it doesn't cost much to buy and use it after throwing it, a lot of money is spent on its waste, cleaning and destroying it, and in this process, there is a lot of damage to the ecology. So, third one, examples of single use plastic. Single use plastics include plastic bags, polythene, straws, plastic glasses, plastic soda and water bottles, plastic cups, plates, disposable products, and food packaging items. All of these are used only once and are then thrown away as waste for recycling. Fourth point, harmful effects of single use plastic. Single use plastics are not biodegradable and usually go under the ground where it gets buried or it goes into the water, and after a few days it goes into the sea through rivers and streams. Plastics break down into smaller particles by entering soil and water bodies, but they do not decompose. Single use plastics live in soil and water for more than 100 years and release toxic chemicals, thus harming our beautiful planet and environment. The use of single use plastic is very harmful to humans, animals, and sea creatures. In water, aquatic animals consume plastic particles along with their food. Plastic cannot be digested and thus gets stuck in their gut and causes serious health problems. It is very often animals eat plastic bags along with their food items from the waste, which leads to their death. Plastic bags that enter water bodies are a major cause of water pollution and also badly affect the quality level of groundwater production. Production of plastic bags releases toxins that can cause serious illness in those involved in its production. When single use plastic is destroyed by burning, it becomes a major cause of environmental pollution. A polluted environment is a major cause of various diseases in humans. Fifth one, why is it important to reduce single use plastic? Reducing the use of plastic is important because plastic production requires an enormous amount of energy and resources. This causes carbon emissions and contributes to global warming. Recycling plastic is not efficient, only 9% of plastic ever produced has been recycled. Sixth important point, elimination of single use plastic. How can we eliminate this? The act or feeling of separating or removing something from ourselves is called elimination. Elimination of single-use plastic is very important for human life as well as for the benefit of all living beings. Although the government of India has been continuously banning the use and sale of plastic, how will it be possible to eliminate it until we stop using it ourselves? Looking at the harmful effects of plastic, we should immediately throw it out of our lives. We can use cloth bags instead of plastic bags for carrying goods. The use of paper disposals will save the environment from harm. Seventh point, 10 simple ways to cut back on single-use plastic in our life. From carrying reusable straws to compost, composting, here is how we can make an impact. First one, reusable shopping bags. Tree Hugger recommends carrying a reusable shopping bag with you, which could reduce our plastic usage by more than 300 bags per year. People use an estimated 100 billion plastic bags each year in the US alone. Around the world, between 500 billion and 1 trillion are used annually, but only 1 in every 200 bags gets recycled. According to non-profit organization, conserving now billions of them instead end up as litter that lingers for hundreds of years. Second, drink your coffee from a reusable cup. Over 500 billion single-use coffee cups are thrown away each year around the world. These cups range from full plastic cups to plastic-lined paper cups, topped with plastic lids. Often these cups end up in landfills, where they take years to break down. By bringing a reusable cup or mug to our favorite coffee shop, we can be part of the solution, according to World Wildlife Fund. Some stores will even give us a discount for bringing our own cup. Third point, bottled water. Americans used an estimated 50 billion plastic water bottles last year, but only 23% were actually recycled. Bottled water not only adds to plastic pollution after use, but its production demands a massive amount of fossil fuels that also contribute to environmental degradation. Around 70 million barrels of oil, more than enough to fill 1 million cars with fuel, are used to make plastic water bottles in the US each year. So fourth one, clear up plastic straws. Metal and paper straws make good alternatives to plastic straws for those who need to use straws and are able to make the change, Worldwide Fund says. But if you are able to skip the straw altogether, even better. Americans alone use an estimated 390 million straws every day, many of which end up in the world's ocean, where they damage ecosystems and harm marine creatures. Some scientists says there may be as many as 8 billion straws littering shorelines around the world. Several governments and businesses took steps to ban plastic straws in 2018, and your decision to boycott straws will urge more to eliminate them moving forward. Fifth one, switch to plastic-free chewing gum. Chewing gum not only comes in a lot of plastic packaging, the gum itself is mostly plastic and adds up to 10,000 tons of pollution every year. According to EQH charity, just one ocean. Luckily, there are brands making plastic-free gum, so you don't have to drop the habit altogether. Sixth one, shop at farmers market. Shopping at a farmers market doesn't just give you access to fresher produce and goods. It is also healthier for the environment because the food is typically grown nearby requires less transportation and generally is not wrapped in plastic like much of the produce found in grocery stores. We can reduce your footprint even further by bringing a reusable shopping bag to carry all the food along with smaller ones for produce according to my plastic free life. Seventh one, swap out bottles for bars. Switching from liquid body wash and shampoo, which typically come in plastic bottles, to bar soaps and shampoos can help cut down on your personal plastic usage and your impact on the environment. According to my plastic free life, one study found that liquid soap requires 5 times as much energy to formulate and 20 times as much energy to package compared to bar soap. Eighth one, buying clothes made with plastic. Clothing is a major source of microplastic pollution. According to Plastic Pollution Coalition, materials like polyester, nylon, or acrylic, and other synthetic fibers are all types of plastic and are present in about 60% of clothing made today. As a result, simply putting clothes through the wash can release thousands of tiny plastic fibers into the water system, which eventually make their way into the ocean. Ninth one, compost food waste. Much of the food that gets thrown away could be recycled or composted, which would save space in landfills. Composting food waste has saved many resources and improves soil quality. According to the EPA, cardboard, paper, and just about any food scraps, including meat and fish, can be composted. Diverting waste that people tend to send to the landfill can also help with cutting back on plastic trash bags, which could have a major impact considering the Americans used more than 300 million of them in 2018. So 10th one, smoking or at least use a refillable lighter. Cigarette filters are made from plastic and although they may seem small, they add up to a significant amount of pollution according to Jublu Insights. But the bigger issue is plastic lighters, which are one of the most common types of trash found in the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, a trash island that is 3 times the size of France and growing. Conclusion, our environment is the main basis of our life. If we cannot do anything better for it, then at least we should not waste it. To protect our environment and the animals living in it, we should completely eliminate single use plastic so that we and our environmental friends can breathe in a happy environment. Our government has also set a target to make India free from plastic by 2022. Together, we all should give our participation in this initiative of the government. Avoid plastic because plastic will kill, but jute and paper will thrill. Thank you.